Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request, this time for Curtis. This is one of two requests he sent. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Curtis. And for those interested in requesting any type of tier list, reviews, re-reviews, commentaries, reactions, randomness, topics, whatever, feel free to send it. Either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. This is for a Kanye West album, the College Dropout, which is his first album. Now, Kanye West as a person, I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of his antics. I'm not a fan of him. At that one time when he took the spotlight from the person that won an award to do whatever spiel he was spitting out. And the stuff he's doing lately, I don't know what his major malfunction is. I think he needs either a handler or he needs a duct tape to put over his mouth. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's thinking. When he's making Alice Jones look normal, when he's in the same damn room as the guy, something's up. I mean, you're making Alice Jones look sane. Come on now. Now, as a musician, I think the first album I ever listened to was My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And still, I would still say that's his best album. Songs like Runaway, A Toast for the Assholes, A Toast for the da-da, or Power. I still think that's his best album. So maybe because I listened to his best first, so when I hear these other ones, for me they're just not as good. This one, I mean, I can't say I was a big fan of it. Just maybe not my cup of tea. I'm not a huge rap guy. There's some rap that I don't mind, yes, whether it be Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise, whether it be DMX songs like Extra to Give It To Ya. It depends. I can appreciate that Kanye wanted to do something a bit different. Because at times, rap was mainly just about gangsta rap, about guns and bitches and hoes and shoot this guy and uh, cops suck and all that stuff. And so Kanye wanted to do music about other different things. So I can appreciate that, and he can put in some different types of music in it. So there'll be sometimes little guitar riffs, or choir music, or synthesizer. Definitely worked a lot more on synthesizer, which gave it a nice beat to the background to a lot of these songs. Like the first song, We Don't Care, you got a bit of clapping. And the We Don't Care, I actually didn't mind that song. We not supposed to make it past 25. Jokes on you, we still alive. It does have a decent beat to it. Drug dealing just to get by. Probably a lot of times talking about social issues. Like, there's kids trying to get by, but then they have to do this drug dealing just to afford certain things, afford school, afford this, get out of. It really trying to tell a story. Now, throughout this album, there's these skits. I think there was Bernie Mac voicing it. It sounded like Bernie Mac, which I'm a fan of Bernie Mac, may he rest in peace. But these skits just, I don't know, I wasn't really big on them. Maybe because I don't really care about listening to skits. I care about listening to the music on a music album. You have other songs, All Fall Down, Buy a Lot of Clothes but we don't need them. I'll Fly Away. I like the piano and gospel part of that song. Spaceship. Wasn't really a big fan of it. I know the idea is to talk about how we're trying to support our work, but we gotta do these day jobs. One of the songs I did truly like, and I've heard this song before, is Jesus Walks. The first time I heard that song was actually the trailer to the film Jarhead with Jake Gyllenhaal and Jamie Foxx. And I would definitely say that's one of Kanye's best songs. I like the March military backdrop. Doop 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 doop. We're at war, terrorism, do do do, racism, do do do. We're at war ourselves, do do. Jesus, walls, God, show me. Jesus, walls, God, show me the way. 'Tis the devil's trying to break me down. Jesus, walks with me, with me, with me, with. Again, I really like the beat to it. It sounds very unique compared to the rest of the album. I can appreciate what the song's meant to talk about. Like there's one bit about how radio shows, or not just radio shows but other avenues. If he was talking about guns or talking about gangster stuff, they'd be fine and violence. But if I'm talking about Jesus, you guys shy away from it because you think it doesn't fit my audience. Which I will agree is a bit of a weird statement for people to make, that it's okay if you rap about hoes and uh, guns and drugs, but if you rap about Jesus, then they shy away from it. Like I say, it is kind of a weird thing. Not kinda, it is a weird thing. So that to me is definitely the best song on the album. Never Let Me Down with JC. That's one I didn't mind the beat to it as well. Expose my soul to the globe, try and make it better for boys and girls. Get 'em high, I didn't mind the background beat for that one. New workout plan, didn't really care for it. They have some ladies in there, a girl named Jill and some other girl. Slow jams, it felt like just a seduction song. I guess there's a, take off your pants, and they mentioned Gladys Knight, they mentioned Luther Vandross. And I don't know, just these songs, they just, it's hard for me to review songs because I don't know the terminology of it all. I don't know how to describe it. I guess because I'm so used to movie reviews, so I don't know how best to review an album. I just listen to the song, either I like it or don't. I don't really have a lot of detail about the song. It's just, I like it or I don't. Like, so far, I would say, like, We Don't Care and All Fall Down was okay. Jesus Walks I thought was the best. Two Words I liked with Mos Def. I like the little guitar riffs that are in there. I like the usage of the Boys Choir of Harlem. The two words, either go to jail or you're dead. They even reference Steven Seagal. Break nets, no nets, Steven Seagal. Because I never thought I would hear one of these and Steven Seagal get referenced. I can't get away from Steven Seagal. He always follows me. Him and his cheeseburgers. But Two Words, I'd probably say that's my second favorite after Jesus Walks. Like, if it did top three, it'd probably be Jesus Walks, Two Words, and maybe Never Let Me Down. Because, like, JC, I believe he was talking about his success, and Kanye's trying to talk a little bit more about, racism, things of that nature. The song Through the Wire, I believe because a lot of times these songs will sample other songs, which that's a common thing for a lot of rap songs. Like Tupac, my favorite song, is sampling, was Changes. And a lot of that sample the music. That's the way it is. That's the way it's gonna be. That's the way it is. Was it Bruce Hornsby? So I think Through the Wire sampled Chaka Khan. But at the same time, the lady sounds like a chipmunk. So at this time, I just got this image of Kanye West rapping with a chipmunk. One of the chipmunks is a trans testicle. That's, you know. But it's made me think a chipmunk was on here. From what I understand, that song's about he was in an accident and his jaw was broken. And so through the wires, like the wire that held his jaw together, I could just imagine having a broken jaw. Like, Jesus. I mean, the last song, I mean, it's called Last Call. It's a 12-minute song, but it's not really a song. It's pretty much, it's a song based on him talking about how he went from producer to rapper, and he tried to break it in, but people said, oh, he's just one of those producer rappers, so they didn't take him seriously, so he had to do other things so that people would take him seriously. Oh, he's did a free pass, and I mean, this is like 12 minutes, and it just wasn't for me. I know this album did a lot of things for a lot of people. They said, I can appreciate that it made people realize that the rap album box is not as limited as people think. So you use more synthesizers, you use different types of pieces of music and guitar riffs and other things of that nature. I, I don't know. I wasn't as huge on it as other people were, and like I said, the Kanye West, it's not just because of the stuff that's going on today and just how stupid he's acting, in my opinion, but just I don't know. I guess I'm just not into these songs as other people are. Like I said, I still liked the beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy album. This, I did. A lot of the songs have some decent beats in the background, but just nothing I would ever want to listen to again. Like Jesus Waltz, I would listen to again. Maybe Two Words. It's pretty much it. The worst song I thought, like Last Call is like 12 minutes. I'm like, Jesus. But like 5 minutes in. Slow Jams, I was not a fan of. The skits, if it was Bernie Mac, it's always nice to hear Bernie Mac, but yeah, just, I'm kind of like, okay, did we get to the songs now? Which is probably one of the reasons why you didn't have skits later on. Because the other one you wanted me to review is the Graduation album. And should I even do a separate video, or should I just... I guess I'll do a separate video on it. Why not? So I'm sorry, Kurz, I don't have a lot of in-depth things to say, but I just don't know how to word it. I'd just be repeating myself and boring people. But thanks once again, man, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.